Good evening. Good evening. And to those in the UK, good morning. This is Myron Magnus. And this is another segment of pure pugilism, aka boxing logic. Give me 5 minutes to talk about a current phenomenon that's going on within boxing. And it's not just going on within boxing, because boxing is the microcosm. The same phenomenon is going on worldwide within the entire macrocosm. So boxing is a microcosm of what's going on worldwide within the macrocosm. Follow me. I did a video a while ago talking about tribal warfare. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. And I did that video with the intention, or should I say with the purpose, to let my brothers know, black, white, whatever race or creed, understand that I will support both these fighters, and not just them two, any others, with equal, unbiased, objective criticism and or support. Within America and the UK, the two centers of the world, if you understand what I'm saying, you have a father country and an offspring country. Father country being the UK, continent also Europe, and then the offspring country or continent being United States of America and the Americas as a whole. A lot of people have come to my channel and said, you're true boxing fans from the UK and from America. The only thing I wish, and I know this is an ideal way of thinking, is not truly realistic because we're all humans, okay? And we're creatures of habit. We are creatures trained. We are creatures that take sides. We are creatures that can be subjective. But in boxing, a beautiful ideal that I have is that we could forget that we are across the pond or across the Atlantic. We could forget that, okay? I have encountered UK boxing fans with prejudices over the last 3 or 4 weeks, even though they're slick with it, just as I have encountered American fans with prejudices. But I look in the greater good of man and believe we can overcome that. Okay? So, all I would like to say is let's make boxing a hub where we forget there is a pond between us. And we can support our fighters that we love, unbiasedly and objectively. There was already pre-existing prejudices between our lands way before we was all boxing fans. We all know, dealing with the history, blue coats, red coats, revolutionary wars, and so on. But it would be a wonderful and beautiful thing if boxing fans, UK and America, can forget about the pond that separates us and completely, unbiasedly and objectively look at this sport just for the individuals in it for who they are. Never minding where they're from. If we can do that within boxing, that energy can reverberate or reverberate everywhere. Believe me, a humongous snowball starts as a very small snowball. And as it rolls down that hill, over time, it gains more snow, gains more momentum, and gets bigger. And then becomes an avalanche. This is all I wish for all pure pugilists, pure boxing fans, to appreciate the sport as the sport within itself. And forget completely about the regions where the boxers represent. Let's love the sport and appreciate the sport for what it is. A sport where men, because I'm not including women, where men support their families, show acts of courage, bravery, sportsmanship, and uncanny athleticism within a square or a rectangle. Let's put our prejudices aside and love boxing purely for the sport it is. A combat between warriors. This is Myron Magnus. You listen to a segment of Pure Pugilism. One love.